everything equipped here. Where are you? There he is. Come on, buddy. I need slaying. Hello. Oh, good. He's an ancient dragon. All right. Ancient dragons are the highest level of kind that I've come across in my journey so far. So I think these guys will... Oh, nice. Good death animation for you. Getting tossed around like a rag doll. Don't worry, I made a save right before him, so you won't have to watch me run back anywhere. I'm just going to go ahead and have that reload, and I'll show you the effects that my armor have on them in greater detail. And I have never seen a Spriggan that looks like that before. Side note. Right, while this is loading, I actually wanted to say too, I'm covering a lot in this video. I know I'm kind of running through it fast. Feel free to post any questions you have. If I don't cover anything in great enough detail, I'll be happy to answer it. Alright, here we go. So, now I'm all set to go. I'm going to show you my armor rating, and this is without Iron Flesh on. So actually, let me just go ahead and cast that real fast so you can see the number. Alright. So, 1357 is my armor rating, which is obviously astronomical. That is much, much higher than anything you would see on any sets that you could buy or find. The body set, I have health regeneration rate and total health increase enchantments. Boots have a one-handed attack and carrying capacity boost. The gauntlets have heavy armor skill and one-handed attack boost. The helmet has a magicka regeneration rate and total magicka up. The shield has health up and magic resistance up, which I feel is kind of critical, as I mentioned earlier. The ring I use is another magic resistance by 20 and health regen by 31%. And the amulet I use is a quest amulet that just boosts health, magicka, and stamina by 30 for a grand total of health up by 166 points, health regen by 65%, magicka up by 68 points, and its regen by 68%, magic resistance up by 41%, heavy armor skill by 27 points, one-handed damage up by 88%, and carrying capacity by 41%. So you can see the impact that good enchanting has on your stats. My weapon, which is by far what I'm most proud of, is a Daedric sword, and you can see the damage rating 219 for a one-handed weapon is just absurd, and that's actually not even maxed out. Once I finish the skill up to 100, that'll go up by a few more points. But it has a frost enchantment that damages by 27 points to health and to stamina, and it absorbs by 21 points, or absorbs 21 points of health. So not only do I have my restorative magic to heal me, but I'll siphon health out of the enemies too, which is going to help a tank in any situation, obviously. You can see here my fully augmented stats. High health pool, 671. Magicka at 358 is fair. Stamina, I frankly didn't find too much use for in this game. You know, the carrying capacity wasn't ever a major issue for me, so I didn't level that terribly. Active effects, as I mentioned, going down from the bottom up, because those are the important ones. The Lordstone, damage, magic resistance an additional 25%, and 50 points of damage resistance. Then I just found out right before filming this that the Ancient of Mara, which you get as a quest line in Riften at the church, gives you another 15 resist magic. So I've pretty much negated the one and only weakness this build has with all these resistance to magic. So I'm going to go ahead and just run in here. I'm going to let him beat on me a little bit, show you how much of a difference it makes, assuming I can get back up over this hill. Oh, now he's already killing me. Great. Okay. Alright, land your ass down here so I can show these guys how weak you are. I'm not going to really bother to block. other than to prove the point I was making earlier with shield wall, my health regeneration rate being as high as it is, when I block with my armor as high as it is, he just doesn't do any damage. The health regens faster than the damage I'm taking, which is why I suggest if you're going to do a build similar to this, save your points on shield wall, put one into it just so you can branch off to the other things. I'm not even trying to heal myself, and my health is pretty much staying maxed out, so I am actually going to try and do something I've never done before. I haven't touched the difficulty on this game at all. I've left it on the Adept, that middle of the road setting. So I'm going to go ahead and crank this up to Master, and I'm going to see if this makes any sort of drastic difference in how much damage I take. It'd be great if this guy came down here. Keep losing sight of him. Oh, there he is. He is not cooperating with me at all, I'm sorry. Well, even still, you're getting an idea of how weak his breath is now. Even on Master, it's hardly anything to worry about. If I had my closed wounds on, I could just heal myself all day. This guy wouldn't even be able to bring me down. There we go, finally. Get your ass down here. I guess his physical attacks really still aren't anything to worry about, though. I mean, I can just do one of these. Close wounds. Pretty much brings me right back to full. And you can see just how quickly my magicka regens there. Even in the midst of battle, it's still regenerating fast enough to where I could just keep this up for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just how much damage this thing does. And bear in mind, this is a level 63 Ancient Dragon on Master. So, oh, actually, one other thing to note that'll help you out a little bit. I use the Marked for Death Shout, which is the one that damages armor and health of the opponent. Go ahead and throw that on him now, so when he comes back down. And while I'm waiting for him to land here, I just want to make note of something. I'm not an alchemist in this game. You might have seen the skill when I was cycling through it earlier. It's only at 51. I am aware that you can make the elixirs of smithing and elixirs of enchanting, which I did use when I upgraded this gear. I also did make a set of gear specifically for upgrading smithing. I mentioned it earlier in the skill screen. I upgraded random pieces of body, hands, neck, and ring, which are the only pieces of equipment that can have the 4 to 5 smithing ability on it. But I put those up for a total of 96%, and then the potion gave me another 50. Anyway, with alchemy, I know you can make those elixirs probably go a lot higher than just 50%. I honestly don't have the willpower or the tolerance to level my alchemy, but maybe one day I'll get around to it, and if I do, I'll obviously update this video and just see how high you can push these numbers. But as I'm hopefully demonstrating here, even what I've got currently is overkill. And if this guy would just land again, I would be happy to kill him for you and end this video. Shout back at him. I think I was standing right about here when he came down before. What the heck? He did land. That jerk. What are you doing over here? Anyway, I mean, you guys get the gist of this. The gear is overpowered, and I'm not going to waste too much of your time having this guy fly around like a schmuck. But please rate, comment, subscribe, ask any questions in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed it.